Hello YouTube, this is Doc from DaretoBeCreative. How you guys doing? First and foremost, I want to say hello and welcome to all my new subbies, and thank you for all my returning subbies. And I am doing the intro over to this video because some of it got corrupted, had to change it. So anyway, I'm just reslicing this video so I can get it up because I actually made this 3 weeks ago. But anyway, so everything in the video is all Tim Holtz products that I use for this. And so I'm just going to show the product that I had made when I was doing the collab. But here it is, so I'll be right back. I used this botanical, no, this is the collage paper, but it's the aviary, sorry. So I used that. I used, a ton of stains, and I'm not even going to go name all of them because we'll be here all day long. But I used a lot of stamps. I used that one, I used that one, I used that one, I used that one, and that one. Those are background stamps, which you really can't see because you know we do mixed media, and that one too. They usually really cover it up, but they add a little bit of dimension, so I use those. The ones I just showed you as backgrounds. And then in the foreground, I use that one, 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 that one. And you can see them. And again, most from Tuesday morning, some from Michael's. I use the firmware pack called Field Notes, the Ideology Big Chat word stickers. I use my Faber-Castell big brush pen because I like to use this for shadows, and I use a lot of the distress ink. These are the ones I did use, and I put all of them in here, but just the ones that I did use. I don't want to read all of those, but they're the ones that I used. And then I turned around and I gessoed my pieces first, and I ended up using some of these. And Lord knows I don't want to read all of these, but they're not necessarily the same that I used for the inks. Sorry about the lighting, but I used all of these for different, effects. This one's not open, and that one. And they got mixed up. I didn't know which ones I used, and then babysitting and 1-year-old, not my grandchild, but babysitting, and the one that I did the Mr. Wonderful birthday party stuff for, and he was knocking everything over. Curious 1-year-old trying to figure out if he want to eat everything up. So anyway, he mixed all my stuff up. I also used these. I showed you in the haul a while back. I got from Walmart. I got 2 packs of these. I used a pack of these, and what I ended up making was, if you ever seen artist towels, typically you just take some pieces of cardboard and you cut them up in little pieces, but I ended up using these instead. Oh, and I used that ink too. And so I will show you what I made it. So I am back with the artist towels. And so what I had to do was, after I made them, I added glossy accents to give them the dimension, and that's one of the things that you do with the art towels. You add the glossy accents to seal it and to make it look more different. So of course I made mine in the image of Tim Holtz. I made it grungy and vintagey, new word. But anyway, so here they go. These are puzzle pieces, so they're all different, but they all are in that kind of grunge look. They're there with all those items, those logos that I mentioned to you. I'm probably going to put another coat, but this is the first coating of the dimensional. I've just been on it for a couple hours, but I may add another one. I mean, it's dry, but I don't know. But anyway, it's got dimension on it. You can see the sheen on it. But I want to put a little bit more to make it a little bit more even, I think. But it still works. So that's the one. And this one says this is a telephone. It says say. And that was just to say, with a telephone, remind yourself to say those words that you need to say to someone. Especially in a time like this, because you just never know. Might be the last time you get a chance to say something to someone. So this is the scissors. And with the scissors, I put the word grow. Because you think about scissors, you have to cut things out of your life. You think about a rose, you prune it to grow it, to make it grow. And then I put a camera, and I put the word see. always make sure we look beyond the natural and really look deeper than just on the surface, to remind yourself to really look. And explore, you know, take chances, you know, seek out and do something different that you hadn't done before. That was with the earth, the gold. And then this one is calm. It's a fan, because you think about a fan, it cools you off, calms you down. So regulate yourself, your emotions, you know, calm down, be cool. And then a typewriter, inspire, you know, say those words, type those words, write those words to inspire another person that can give them life. And then this one is beyond. And this is an airplane, so go beyond the normal. Just, you know, take off, you know, take flight to go further. So go beyond the norm. And then this one is strength, because this is the needle thread. You sew things together, you mend it, you build it, you heal it. So there's strength. And the storm. So that's kind of what my sentiment was with that one. I think these turned out really cool. And I'm glad I made these. I really like them. They're nice and durable. They're dimensional. Really makes them waterproof and everything. So I really like that. And then the sewing machine, it's, you know, I put the word create, because, you know, when you're sewing something, you're making something. So create something new. You know, get a pattern for life and create your, you know, your new life. And so that's my my whole pack of puzzle pieces. So it came out to 9 pieces. I love these. I think it came out really nice. I think it has that Tim Holtz type. It's a flat dimensional version of it as far as the elements that are up here. But I still think that these artist towels embody his style of grunge and vintage type of style. So I love them. You know, these are easy to make, you know, and they're neat. And I love the fact that these already have the magnets on the back, so you can just stick this on the fridge, you know. Got a little bit of paint up here, which is nice because it comes right off. Or glue, I mean, not paint. But anyway, so I love these. I just think they came out really, really cute. And I'll have some close-ups, of course, on my Instagram, DaretoBeCreative. One of you want to see these more in detail, because sometimes holding them up to this light is not always the best. But I had fun. I love doing mixed media and doing that. I just think it's so cool. So it's just another way to do it, you know, by adding that dimension. Now you have these, what they're known as artist towels, if you have never seen those before. And like I showed you, typically you take different pieces of chipboard. You know, really it's best to double them up to do it, because once you add that glossy accent, sometimes these warp. So I would say, you can see the thickness on that, I would double that up just to make sure, you know. So definitely something, you know, thicker than like a lunchbox. I mean, not lunchbox, but like cereal box. You need to triple probably a lunchbox or something like that to make it thick. You see how thick this is? That's a nice thickness on that. So, because this glossy accent, it doesn't make this warp. Of course, there's a magnet on the back, but you want something that's going to make them strong. But again, that just gives it a whole different look, a finished look. So I really like that. And you can put some dimensional stuff in it. You can even use other stuff too, to seal it off. It depends on what you have. I kept mine pretty much flat. I mean, there's layers on them, and I think the shading on it that I added really gives it more dimension, because it is flat. But I still like that, and you know, I didn't want anything to come off in the long term, so I wanted to keep it flat but still dimensional and still mixed media. So there's a lot of collaging in the background, layering and stamping and stuff like that, and white paint splatters and then inks and stuff that have been used on it. But anyway, so I really enjoyed these. So take your chance, make some of those. I think you'll enjoy making them. These make great